Hello, I'm Laurel House. I'm a celebrity dating coach and relationship expert. So, how do you know if someone who you are just starting dating is potentially ready to be in a relationship? Not today, but that is something that they're actually ready for. Well, think about the three dating conversation musts. Where were you? Where are you? Where are you going? Where were you? Tell me about your past. What led you to become here? Where are you? And what are you looking to do? Where are you going? And do our where are you goings align? Can I imagine a future with you? Are we looking at the same time frame? Do we have similar core values? Are we on the same dating purpose? So the dating purpose is, well, are you open to being in a committed monogamous relationship? Are you thinking about the future? Are you imagining, fantasizing about the future? Are you taking steps to get into that future? Or are you having fun in the now, totally present, not thinking about anything else but enjoying the moment, not thinking about the what ifs? Well, if you're not thinking about the what ifs, you are not dating on the purpose of being in a committed monogamous relationship. And that is something that you need to communicate with the person who you're dating. Because if you don't, and if one of you is dating for the purpose of being in a relationship and the other one of you is dating for the purpose of fun, then there's a huge disconnect and expectations are going to just completely be screwed. So talk about that. Talk about that on a first date. Talk about what you're looking for. Again, doesn't mean I'm ready to be shackled right now. It just means that's what I'm ready to start looking at. That is the path that I'm on. Are you on that path with me? Are we both walking along this path of potentially getting to a place where we're in a relationship, where we are maybe getting married, maybe having children, or spending a life together? Is that what you're looking for? Is that your goal? Because that's my goal. And just because you're talking about that doesn't mean that you are committing to that right now. It doesn't mean that you are signing a contract. Don't be afraid to talk about that. Don't be afraid of talking about what's your time frame. Are you looking at 6 months from now, or are you looking at 6 years from now? Because if you're looking at 6 months from now and I'm looking at 6 years from now, there is a disconnect. I'm not going to be able to convince you to change your mind, and you're probably not going to be able to convince me to change my mind either. So if we are that off in time frame, well, there's really no point. Like, let's just end it now. So getting on the same page, it's essential. Talking about, you're going to really love my friend, or you're going to meet this person, or we should go there, or where would you want to live? Yeah, they can feel scary because you're allowing yourself to imagine, you're allowing yourself to fantasize, and it's also important to do that. Don't be afraid of future talk. It's actually a good thing, as long as you're not putting all of your eggs in that future basket. Because yeah, you are walking along the path of potentially being together, right? And that's what's in your mind until you start communicating about things and you realize that, wow, we actually aren't aligned in some beliefs, and some of these are not going to work together anymore. So now we are no longer on the path. You are considering them a potential to be in a committed monogamous relationship with. They are in the running for that. Both you are for them and they are for you, until they're not. And then you end it. I mean, you talk about it first. You talk about your needs and if they're being met and how they can be met, and you check in with each other constantly. But once you get to a point where it's time to end it, then you end it. And yeah, we talked about the future. Yeah, we talked about what it would be like to have children and where we would live and all of that. And that was not signing a contract to do it. It's just thinking, can I imagine myself living a life with you? And can you imagine living a life with me? That's all you're doing. And it is essential to do that when you're dating, at the very beginning. So don't be afraid of future talk. Think of that as a good thing if you're actually on your purpose of getting into a committed monogamous relationship. Just because you talk about getting engaged one day doesn't mean that you can't break up 3 days later. And when you're talking about getting engaged, it's not saying, and we're going to get engaged, and we're going to get engaged on this day. Because if your expectation is that, then you're going to be really disappointed. It's just about opening your heart and opening your mind to the possibility. If you want more information about me, go to my website, laurelhouse.com. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you soon.